the tape is brought to you by Zions Extreme Supplements. Great taste, extreme energy, available at GNC stores nationwide. The 27-year-old Brazilian against the 31-year-old Brazilian. There is a definitive reach advantage for Fabiano Scherner, and he is the much larger of the two heavyweights. And the beautiful Jenny Lee set to get us started here at the Staples Center for this heavyweight matchup of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts. Gabriel Gonzaga.
Are you ready? Bring it on,
come on. Fabiano Scherner. And here we go. Who will look to take down first? And something tells me both of these guys wouldn't mind it being on the ground. But there's a good kick early.
Little cup check.
Yep.
Little cup check there.
Scherner's okay. Scherner in the black and white trunks. Gonzaga in the solid black trunks. And as you saw,
nice double leg off the right hand by
Gonzaga.
Scherner spins.
Nice roll by Scherner.
All right, interesting now that Scherner is on his back. He wants guard, but obviously Gonzaga says, all right, you know what? Let's battle on the feet for a while. He didn't stay down. He didn't want to mess with Fabiano Scherner's guard there. This may be one fight, Randy, where we don't see one of these two men wanting to have control on the top. They'd rather be on the bottom in their guard.
Good reversal by Scherner.
They're going to take advantage of that jiu-jitsu. Scherner does a nice job of reversing here.
Joe, when you get a jiu-jitsu against jiu-jitsu matchup, what separates one from the other?
Well, you know what? Strikes. That's one thing that separates. You get these two guys that have been used to competing in just grappling, and there's a lot of situations in just grappling that don't really work. There's positions that you better not be there if the guys are able to throw punches and elbows at you, and it changes the game entirely. It's like taking a guy who's used to just boxing and entering him into a boxing and grappling situation like this. It's the same thing. Whoa, beautiful
connecting
knee.
with the knee.
Said by Fabiano Scherner.
Yep, Fabiano Scherner. Just as you talked about the strikes, Joe, Scherner able to connect to the chin of Gonzaga with a knee. Now Scherner is bloodied up, just a small cut on the forehead area, but nothing serious at all. But it is dripping a little bit of blood right now. Scherner on his back, and he has his opponent in guard.
It's one of the beautiful things about mixed martial arts that we really do get to see what's effective in a real situation as opposed to what's effective when you're only allowing striking. What's effective when you're only allowing grappling. Because there's a lot of that stuff that's just not applicable when the guy's able to punch or elbow or strike.
You get too carried away and you're just focused on the ground game, you get clobbered with an elbow.
Yeah, for
sure. Focus on your boxing too much, your kickboxing too much, you get taken down very easily.
It's such a complicated sport. There's so many facets to it.
Again, Gonzaga wanted this fight to be back on the feet, but instead he'll dive into the guard of Fabiano Scherner. Midway through the first round, this fight's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Gonzaga on the top.
One thing is very difficult for guys like this to submit each other. When you get two guys of this caliber, you get a lot of stalemate action, and oftentimes what separates them is the striking.
Whoa, kick by Scherner from his back.
Gonzaga might have got hurt there.
Now Gonzaga trying to work the neck a bit. But again, Joe, as you said, their fine ground skills are pretty much going to neutralize each other's submission attack.
We saw that with Pei DePano versus Jeff Monson. We've seen that over and over again. You get really talented grapplers, but together they just negate each other.
They're back on the feet. Mazzagatti stands them up. Gonzaga backed off, swing and a miss by Scherner.
Nice body kick.
Yep, absolutely.
Scherner trying for the takedown now, single leg.
He lost it though.
Ends up giving up his back.
And they spin so neatly though. I mean, so patient is the art of jiu-jitsu, Randy.
They do a nice job of biding position, spinning to a better position, kind of controlling the situation.
When you give a lesser fighter your back, if you're the lesser fighter who gives away his back, all of a sudden you're in trouble, but Scherner knew he was just going to spin right down and pull into guard right now. A little bit of half guard utilized by Scherner on his backside. Gonzaga has been on the top pretty much throughout this first round. Two big men, Gabriel Gonzaga and Fabiano Scherner. But Scherner the much heavier of the two.
Fight! A nice mouse under the right eye of Scherner. Scherner seems to be breathing a little harder here than Gonzaga is.
It's interesting, when we talked to Gonzaga before the fight, he actually predicted a win by submission, and that would be, as we talked about before, a heck of an accomplishment.
Oh, he caught a knee.
Yep, right to the midsection. And again, Scherner not afraid to pull guard.
That'll get your attention. That'll also weigh heavily in this goes to the third round.
A little bit of side control here now for Gabriel Gonzaga.
Notice how he's trapping that back leg so that Scherner can't roll both the guard or to a knee bar.
Scherner back into guard. See if these big men can push the pace here. Final few seconds of round number 1. And we'll get set for round number 2.
Gonzaga seemed a little looser and more relaxed with his stand-up in that first round.
Through good combinations, followed through with some nice takedowns. Scherner did some good things too. The up kick was nice.
Good knees by Scherner as well.
Você manter essa mão para cima.
I think Scherner's face kind of tells the tale for that round.
Não dá para você lutar mais? Não, dá sim.
Randy, speaking of Portuguesa? No help there, Joe? Any help?
Nothing.
All right.
I barely speak English.
I think he's, you know what, you're expecting us to argue with you right now, right?
No, I'm not looking for support. I'm just opening up.
There you go.
Anybody got a book I can borrow?
There you go. Well, you know what, I think Fabiano Scherner is actually talking about that he's having a bit of a difficulty seeing with that mouse under his right eye. Randy, you've been in that situation. Anytime the vision starts to get impaired, and unfortunately you've really been in that situation, that is a very scary thing.
Yeah, when you've got to go out and see things coming at your head, vision is a big issue.
Wow.
Não, ele vai continuar. Não, he can fight. No, he can fight.
All right, well, it
sounds like there's a double vision issue here.
No, he's saying he's seeing double vision. His corner's saying he can fight.
Talk to him. He says he can fight. He can fight. He can fight.
I'm questioning that.
Yeah.
The last thing a fighter wants to say if he wants to continue to fight is I'm having double vision, whether he's having it or not.
Yeah.
So do you think he's looking for a way out?
Well, I mean, if that's me sitting there, even if I have double vision and I think I want to continue, the last guy I'm going to tell I got double vision is the doc standing in front of me.
Yep.
That's
a great point, Randy.
Randy, if you're on the other side of the octagon and you see a guy talking about having double vision, you think that guy's looking for a way to quit?
Get that Vaseline off his nose.
I think, you know, I mean, obviously if he has having double vision, he's concerned about that.
Okay.
But if he wants to continue to fight, you don't tell the doc that you're having double vision.
All right, we are going to continue here in round number 2.
All right, you ready? You ready? Bring it on, come on.
So let's see if Gonzaga tries to attack quickly, as Scherner was very hesitant to come out of his corner.
This could create just a little bit of desperation in Scherner, too. He may try and turn it up.
Absolutely. High kick misses.
I'll tell you what, Gonzaga's got some nice kicks. That left kick is nice. That was a nice right kick that just missed.
Oh, good
that
jab.
hurt him.
This may be the end.
That's it.
And it is all over. It is all over. Gabriel Gonzaga, victorious over Fabiano Scherner. There was a definitive amount of hesitation in the mind and in the heart of Scherner coming into that second round, and Gonzaga pounced right on it.
Yeah, let's take a look at the replay. This is the end of the fight here. Good jab. It was a jab, actually, that hurt him.
Straight, good, stiff jab, and he followed it up after he slipped with a nice right hand.
Body kick, then a right hand. Gonzaga looked looser and more relaxed with the stand-up.
So Gabriel Gonzaga goes to a perfect 2-0 in the octagon and 6-1 overall in his mixed martial arts career. The 5-time Sao Paulo state champion and the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Let's get the official time and the official results once again from Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Mazzagatti has called a stop to this contest at 24 seconds of the second round. For the winner by TKO, Gabriel Gonzaga.